Welcome back. We still have Shay, and you were saying something about motherhood?
Yes, motherhood. I was just saying that, I've grown a lot, and mothers out there would be able to relate, and I'm sure they would all understand. One thing I did experience that got me really down at one point, though, is that how it affected my body and my skin, my skin specifically. I've always had, dodgy skin anyway, growing up, but this particular time and this journey was quite stressful. I still have 3 years later, I still have a pregnancy mask, but also the skin on my face became very, very hard and rough, and I started to get bumps everywhere, like sores, literally like sores.
Pregnancy.
And I would, and women go through a lot, body changes, mood changes, hormone changes. It's terrible, but I wouldn't change it. For anything. I wouldn't change it for anything.
So you've been
Let me hear Nima.
I'm a fan.
Thank you.
I love your voice. I love your presence on stage. Your strength.
Thank you.
I remember that Irawo. I'm always using it to inspire myself. And the way you, in the video, the performance of it, all of that. And I'm wondering how, when you alluded to how the industry is, having to see such powerful personality take a back seat. Is it as a result of, how the industry treats you? Is it really encouraging? There's also this online trending matter at the time that, the females in the music industry do not really have synergy. The support is not there. How is it for you? How has it enabled your craft? Is it really enabling?
Did it help or did it?
So that's a double tundra question. So let me start from the first question. I took a backseat for several different reasons. Yes, I was under a lot of scrutiny at one point. I mean, it was Nigerian idols to being dragged online every month, I think, at one point, to the point where I even just started playing into this character that they gave me, because I thought, what, if I just give them this kind of airhead, I don't know anything person, they will leave me alone. And they didn't, because then I now went to go and sign a contract with Nigerian Idol, and I was actually, I guess, drafted in to be the Simon Cowell type of thing, which is what a lot of people don't know. So the edits were showing me in a way that was really contrary to who I am, really, right? And so then the dragging started again, and I was like, oh my God, it really affected me. I remember being in the gym just running because I needed to let off steam after seeing this trend on Twitter after an episode, and the producer called me and she was like, I know you're probably upset about this. I just started bawling, crying my eyes out. I was like, no, I'm done. I wanted to leave the industry completely just because of that Nigerian Idol experience. So, I took a backseat for my peace of mind, but also because, again, like I said, there was something beautiful growing inside of me, and I said, I'm not going
to give that time.
I'm not going to give birth to such a beautiful thing in this toxicity. And then, with regards to women supporting each other, and I think that was
Let me
question.
pause you and add something there, Shay. We've noticed, right, that everybody talks about women supporting women, and we expect that in an industry where there are just a few women who are going toe to toe with the men, who are supposed to see a lot more synergy. But we don't see a lot of synergy between you and Tiwa Savage. We expect, that's fans looking in now, expect that two of you are doing a kind of Afrobeat. Two of you are strong in your own, different styles. Two of you should do more of collaborations. Two of you should be, like paddy, because we are rising, we are recognized, we are going toe to toe with these men in this industry. This industry does not really favor a lot of us like that, and we are saying we don't see that. There's always this, is there a beef between Shay and Tiwa Savage? What's really going on?
Dropping it strong.
You should have just asked that question outright. The whole thing around it.
I added that, yes.
I hear that. But it's fine. I think, look, she and I have 2 beautiful children. She has a beautiful son. I have a beautiful daughter. She just released an amazing album that I even posted on my social media just recently because I love the project, I love the album, and I think, oh my God, it's been so many years since I've been in that space mentally that I cannot even remember what everybody was going on about.
Yeah.
Like seriously, why? Because I'm so engulfed in my new life. I'm so like obsessed with my child. I'm so obsessed with growth. I'm so obsessed with God. I'm so happy. I'm so free. And I know it sounds like cliche, but I'm really, because if I think about what I've been through, you know, in my life growing up, okay, I've put myself through some of them myself. It's always my fault. And I think about where I am today. I just look at God and I say thank you, because, you know, and also I now feel God's love more than I ever have, because I look at my child and I'm like, if God loves me the way I love this girl, I'm loved.
Yeah,
I'm loved,
Motherhood
right?
does that.
So motherhood does that.
Yeah.
So when it comes to all these things, beef, all these things, you don't have time to think about all of that, honestly. So whatever it is or whatever it was, it's behind me, and I'm in a new place now. We have bigger fish to fry, and I think she would agree. She probably would say the same thing, I hope.
Yeah. I'm sure she would. But I was going to say, of course, you know, the Ira Star, the Thames, how does that make you feel?
Proud.
Because you guys ran for them to fly.
So
I
I hear that a lot. I mean, look, to be honest, I remember when Ira Star came on Nigerian Idol to perform, and I remember being in her exact spot when I just started, and I came on Nigerian Idol to perform. And then when she got on stage, she said, "Oh my God, Shay!" And I was like, "Oh wow, you know, this is so beautiful to see." And then she performed, and she gave the performance of her life. And it was clear that obviously she like appreciated me. And so it's really a beautiful thing to see. And I think that the way they, you know, her and Thames are united, you know, and come together, and they seem like friends. It's a really good thing. And I think a lot of women could take a leaf out of their book. And I think that generation is teaching our generation
how to do it.
What you missed.
They're loving her on our YouTube.
Yes,
Yes,
appreciating your skin.
An expression of ebony beauty in its full
Yes.
I'm quickly going to get that. I liked Shay back then. You can't mention top female artist in Africa without her being in top 5. Funny how I listen to Ira Banko and voila, she pops up on
So we have to go, but is there anything we should look forward to? Is there any new?
You know, look, I've been working. Another thing that's, you know, being away and being in solitude gives you, right, is hindsight, insight, and foresight. And I have been blessed with all three. And I've also been blessed with the time to work on other things besides music, right? A line, you know, a couple of brands that we don't have time to go into right now. You know, I've spent a year making a new album, and yes, and we scrapped it a couple of times, and then we finally finished it. And it was an album, and then we had to cut it down to an EP so that we could really get the message across, right? And so I've been doing all of those things with peace of mind. I
like the emphasis.
So yeah, I've been building my brand in a much broader way. So that's what I've been working on. So there is new music coming soon for all of you that are wondering. But now the music has more context, more substance, and growth. And I'm excited.
Can you serenade us a bit as we wrap up the show? The show has ended. We just want to hear Shay just, you know, usher something of the show. Just something nice.
The love I get for you, it double times two. Somebody go wonder if you feel. Baby, baby, boo. Nobody but you.
Yes, so.
No even think I'm on to say, Baba Janet, you. Tell me say he dey love you. Tell me say na him come. Waiting, do one thing. Me self he dey love you. Many people they talk, Baby, now you, believe me. Say the love I get for you, no be man-made, it be jungle.
Oh my God! Thank you so much for joining us today. That was a powerful one. Thank you, ladies, for all of your contributions. We had a wonderful show and all the guests that came in and also the topic that we talked about. That's all we can take on the show today. Tomorrow is Your View Pigeon. Stay tuned and enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye now.
Bye.